Okay, hear me out. Out of the 2 Half-Life expansion packs, yeah, I said 2, because we don't talk about this one, okay? Opposing Force has always been my go-to. I would even say, at some point, I liked it better than the OG Half-Life. Please don't hurt me.
That sure is a hot take!
You know, new mechanics, a lot of new enemy types, alien weapons, which I loved, and a somewhat decent story. Oh yeah, and of course, a pipe wrench. Never underestimate the pipe wrench. In my world, that's all I need from a Half-Life expansion. Now, I'm not saying Blue Shift was bad, okay? I think it was a decent game that you play a few times, but it wasn't special. It didn't amaze me. I could even say it was mid. I think that's what young people say, right? However, I got tired of waiting for an Opposing Force remaster or remake. Listen, I've been waiting for really long. I mean, Operation Black Mesa is still a thing, I guess, I don't know. But who knows if we ever gonna get that, right? So I had a look around and turns out there is a Blue Shift remake, or remaster, or whatever. So this group called HECU Collective, or HeyGCU, I don't know, started working on this a while ago. It's basically a mod for Black Mesa. For the people who are watching and don't know what Black Mesa is, that's just basically my mom. But anyway, Black Mesa also started out as a fan project to remake the original Half-Life. But in the end, Valve officially approved it, and they managed to sell it on Steam, which is insane. So I think that says it all. Black Mesa is an amazing game, so if you haven't played it, please do. So since there is no chance for an Opposing Force remake in the near future, I was like, why not give this a try? I know, I'm late for the party. This mod has been out for a while, but better late than never, I guess. So for now, we can only play the first 4 chapters of Blue Shift. Living Quarters Inbound, Insecurity, Duty Calls, and Captive Fright. But don't worry, this still meant around 3 hours of gameplay for me, so it's quite plenty. Okay, let's start from the beginning. The story didn't really change. We still play as Barney, the security guard, who is just getting into work on a regular day. We hop on the train and get a tour of the Black Mesa complex, and it looks spectacular on this engine, honestly. This is where I started to realize that Black Mesa Blue Shift is a true love project. It is clear that the people who worked on this knew Black Mesa inside and out, and clearly they put a lot of passion into rebuilding it from the ground up. NPCs having private conversations.
Goodness, I'm certainly looking forward to the end of today, aren't you?
Ah, absolutely.
Reacting to our presence.
There he is. I was wondering what was keeping you.
And look at all this machinery, the wiring, the cables, the mechanisms, they are beautiful and they all look real.
Be evacuated first. Please stay away from the electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station.
I don't think I enjoyed the Half-Life train ride since I played it for the first time, but I felt that again, and it was truly amazing. As we all know, this is not a great day for Black Mesa, and everything that can go wrong goes wrong. So obviously our passcode is not working, and we gotta wait for someone to open the door. While we do that, Gordon Freeman passes by on his train, and he waves at us. How cool is that? He's probably thinking that jerk still owes me a beer.
About that beer I owed you.
Now we have an option to knock on the door while they open it for us. And I just kept knocking. I don't know, man. I like to annoy people. Is that a problem?
Hey, you did this door. It's coming out of your pay.
The next chapter is basically right before the Resonance Cascade, but there are a lot to do here as well, like checking the cameras.
All set. God damn it! Yeah, real mature, guys.
Doing a little shooting on the range. And dude, even the earmuff animation is there. It's awesome. Or we can just cause some emotional trauma for our colleagues.
Uh-oh, now what? Hey, Calhoun.
Man, I love Source Engine physics. So yeah, since the trains are not really working today, we gotta go on foot. Okay, we gotta check the snacks. Right, so we got the Ramblers, the Queevers, what else? Ottitals. We got the Giant Dumbass, Mr. Porky. Oh my, these are good. And I'm not sure if you remember this puzzle from the OG Blue Shift, but it definitely didn't look like this. I just gotta say the lighting here is superb.
Hey, you wanna make a bet? Or are you afraid you're gonna owe me a beer too?
Then we can watch these guys mess around with a cart.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah, and then back to work. We gotta fix the lift for these two scumbags.
Well, it's about time. We don't pay you people to mosey around at your own convenience.
But thankfully, they get instant karma. Was it worth being a jerk, buddy? Huh? Tell me. Duty Calls is the chapter where the game actually begins. And I gotta say, the atmosphere here is quite heavy, I'm not gonna lie. I started playing this at night, around like 2 AM or something, and it was actually terrifying. I never imagined I would get scared by a Half-Life game, honestly. But this game does exactly what it's supposed to. You feel small and helpless, like how a regular security guard would feel if he got into a situation like this. You just get into work, and all gone to shit. You have no idea what happened or why. Your body armor is broken, no ammo, and you will do whatever it takes to survive. The game shows us a lot of new mechanics here, some of which we already know from Half-Life 2, like the flares, sliding, and cables. Who doesn't like cable puzzles? Anyway, we meet a scientist here who knocks Barney out immediately. A bit rude, innit?
Great Scott! Calhoun!
But as a compensation, he gives us a crowbar and a body armor. I already feel much better. Throughout the chapter, we meet other security guards, scientists, and a few other people. But I have to say, these guys did a legendary job when it comes to voice acting. Every single person I met had great voice lines, and they all had something to say.
They're just teleporting throughout the whole facility.
Did she just say teleporting? Christ. Calhoun, we got one who's hallucinating.
So yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 for me. And just look at that shotgun animation. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and with the new physics, we can do some questionable things now. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this, Chief. Alright, I'm not gonna spoil the whole Duty Calls for you. All I'm gonna say, it's much more than the original game. A lot more enemies, a lot more puzzles, everything you can imagine. And this single chapter took me more than an hour to beat. I think that says it all. Oh, I love those nails. Which nail salon you go to? Then we got Chapter 4, Captive Fright. We reached the surface. And boy, it looks jaw-dropping. Holy crap. I know, it's an old engine, but still, playing Blue Shift like this is an unreal feeling for me. Anyways, Captive Fright is completely reworked.
If you can get past the soldiers, find Dr. Rosenberg.
More complicated puzzles, huge areas, lots of enemies, and now you have companions, like Otis, who will basically follow us through the whole chapter, and he's just hilarious.
I got a thing about heights. Those crabby things actually taste like jerky, because they kind of look like one.
I think Barney having these guys on his side is an amazing idea. I never felt alone for a second. They always joke around or talk about their lives or something. It's a great addition, and I get to know a lot of things that I didn't know before. Like Otis still lives with his mom. Shocking.
My mom's gonna be worried when I don't come home tonight.
I thought you moved out.
So after we rescue Rosenberg, which we do completely different than in the original game,
There may be enough equipment in the old lab to piece together a device that would allow us to teleport outside the facility.
we start looking for the prototype labs with everyone else. They come with us. How cool is that?
And we're going to use the equipment in here to teleport our way to an escape.
Yeah, sounds great. I think I will go back upstairs.
I felt like we had our own gang, like in Scooby-Doo or something. When we get to the lab, Rosenberg needs our help with the teleporter. But it turns out we need to go to Zen first to fix the equipment. Same old, same old. And yeah, we jump in the portal and it's the end of the game.
It's open! Calhoun! Enter the teleporter!
Yeah, sad. But man, what a journey. Right, I guess I should say something to sum the whole thing up. All I'm gonna say that this game is truly a piece of art. There's no better way to put it. Clearly, these people are super passionate for Half-Life and its universe. All the tiny details they added, tons of new content, new mechanics, and of course the characters. I think this is the part I love the most. NPCs now have an actual personality and a life that they actually talk about. Otis and the other guard keep mocking each other, discussing stuff. You know, it's clear they have a history, they've been working together, so it makes sense. And I think this is a great addition. So you probably already guessed, even if I tried, I couldn't say anything bad about this project. I just hope that these guys get all the support they deserve. I forgot to mention, we already have a trailer from the new chapter, which is gonna be set on Xan, and it looks crazy good. So that's something to look forward to. And yeah, I intentionally didn't show you everything because I want you to try this game. And once you did, please tell me what you think. And as always, thanks for watching, bye!